Hello everybody, Zeph here with Zeph's Trading. Hope you guys are doing well today. Today, going to be going over our daily chart, then the 2000 tick chart. I know this video is coming out a little late, but nonetheless, getting it done for you. Today, we dropped down and hit the support level of 50.67, bounced right back up, had a small rally at the end of the day. And looks like we might continue this rally for tomorrow and see if we can get a break of this high tomorrow of 50.93 and then rally back up to 5100 and see if we can break the all-time highs within the next couple days of 51.23. So that's what it looks like on the daily chart. Looks like this thing is still not selling off, so we're going to go with it. Now let's jump over to the 2000 tick chart. Okay, here at the 2000 tick chart, this is what it looks like for today. We've had a few trade setups overall. Kind of choppy price action, didn't really like it, but nonetheless, we'll go over the trades. Basically, slight trading range, downward slope into a strong rally at the end of the day. So let's go right into this. Starting off in the pre-market, I don't see any valid setups. Once market opens, we slightly have a downward drift. About 10 minutes later, we finally get to the previous day's lows here at this red line at 50.76. We establish a pretty decent trading range that happens here, again with a downward slope. I see the first real trade coming in today was this second entry long, basically a triple test with this blue arrow right here at 10.05. As you can see, counting from our most recent swing high, we had a first entry long, pulls back, bounces off this 1, 2, 3 times, and we get a triple test and a first entry, pulls back, second entry long. Decent setup. I like that trade. Then we get a couple legs, we get a break. Price is trading in this congestion below the 21 moving average. We get a break up and we confirm this downward trend line. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 touches. I would say this is a pretty aggressive trade here, but this nice bearish signal bar closing on its low is something you might take there. So that's why there's a black arrow. Get a downward trend, and then you also get a first entry, pulls back, second entry short. This bar is also getting rejected off the midline here and the trend line. Plenty of room back down to these lows here. So that's a good second entry short to take. Again, we just test this range here and kind of within the 50% of the trading range of this bottom here. And you can see how many times it bounced. Bounces once more, rallies up. You get another first entry, second entry short. Now this one is kind of arguably to say if you want to take it or not. It is rejected right off the 50%. You have a little bit of room to the EMA. You know, you aren't expecting it to revert all the way back down yet. So again, pretty aggressive second entry short and such a strong trend. Even if you get a break in new high, you know, I like going for the 2 points. So that's something you might want to be cautious of. Again, just this whole downward slope just keeps on continuing. Price breaks below. Again, just bounce off this marker here at 50.75. Rallies up. You get a first entry, pulls back, second entry short. The only problem with this one is it's inside bar, but with the context being rejected off the trend line, the 21 EMA, and a big reddish bar, even though it is an inside bar, closing on the low with its full stem. Again, you might expect to move at least back down to the lows here at 50.75 again, or the previous day's low, so you might only get 4 ticks there. So again, very aggressive trade. Nonetheless, if you just wait, you do get a lower high to confirm the rest of the setup here of this first entry, second entry short. Break, comes up, lower high right off the trend line at 21 EMA. Test back down, the range is valid, so that lower high confirms it, which is a pretty decent trade. Then I saw this one, it comes up, you get a, let's see here, kind of from our low, we get a first entry short, pulls back, you get a second entry short, and technically this bar is the second entry short, but you get this next bar, the next bar after that, and you get a turns up, turns back down, outside bar closing on its low, kind of confirms that the move in context-wise is done, and at least the test back down to the range here is valid, and sure enough, we get a test back down. So that's a very aggressive trade. Again, a lot of aggressive trades today, but overall pretty decent. Then we finally get some follow through here and make new fresh daily lows here where you can see this dotted line here. About 1 o'clock we get our low of the day, and then we start this rally. you get a nice bullish move up. You do get a first entry, second entry short, and then this other outside bar second entry, is lower high confirming it. I think I like this trade. The only problem is you're going into support here, depending on how you drew the trading range, and also you're right into the 21 EMA and you don't have too much room. You are expecting a move somewhere back down this range, so I would say a limit order would be valid. You just have to be a little careful with that one. You would definitely just try to do a limit order, because also when you go for +1 tick, you do your stop entry tick below the signal bar, you're definitely risking more than 8 ticks there, which I'm pretty sure is the case. So 25, 1, 2, yeah, you're risking over 11 ticks there. So definitely do a limit order if you were to take that second entry short. Then you get a leg down. You basically just get a first entry, second entry short, and it fails. This bar actually breaks lower, then closes higher. Again, you can't really take this because you're into resistance. You don't know it's going to pop up. Sure enough, it does, comes back down, and then just kind of also how I saw it was this just wedge formation pattern. And then eventually it actually finally do get a pretty decent setup, which unfortunately I missed, but you get a first entry long, pulls back, second entry long, plenty of room up to the highs here for your 2 points or more, and you get a higher low, second entry long, confirmation of everything. I think this was the trade of the day. It comes at 1 o'clock, so that's just how it is. Then you get a nice strong rally up. You do get this first entry pullback, second entry long. This is an aggressive trade. I don't think you even have 2 points, even if you were to go 1 tick higher. Yeah, you only have 3 ticks here. I don't really like this trade. You do have the break, and you are expecting a new high, but again, I just think it's a very aggressive setup, and it's a little far away from the EMA, which I don't like. Nonetheless, you get a break, new low. You get a couple legs, and this just starts basically doing a spike and channel. How I saw it was kind of like this as well. Spike, channel, and sideways upward. Then you basically get you don't get a second entry or anything, but you get a 1, 2, 3 test. And I like this nice signal bar closing on its high. And a test at least back up to the top of the range here seems valid. So basically just a triple test, but still aggressive because it is below EMA. And you do have this kind of downward trend, and this could easily just tick only 4 to 5 ticks higher and really not get much, and then revert back down. So you got to be careful with that. Nonetheless, the context seems pretty well though, and I like that triple test. Then it goes off. This was also past. This was at 3 o'clock, so technically 2 p.m. is cutoff time. But if you did see this and the price action was so clean, you might be able to make an argument for it. Then you just finish with a rally making a new high of day with the dotted line here, and we finished pretty darn strong. So the last 2 hours of the day, nice strong rally up. Other than that, that's kind of how it was for today. Not too many great trades, unfortunately, but hopefully tomorrow's better. And sorry about getting this video out so late, just getting a little busier and busier by each day. But I'll try to make time as best as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and chart review, and I'll see you guys next time.